Hello everyone. How are you all? I'm CA Raj K Agrawal, a qualified CA with an All India rank, and today I'm here with the most hottest topic that everyone's talking about, which is that the Income Tax Act is being abolished. It's being replaced by the Direct Tax Code. In fact, nobody knows, but this was supposed to come a long time ago. Government planned to introduce the Direct Tax Code 2 years after GST implementation, but the traders took quite some time to stabilize under the GST. The direct tax code has been delayed during the ongoing chaos with GST. Because the government can't hamper their votes, right? So that's why they had to wait. But the wait is finally over now. The final version of the direct tax code is expected to be implemented in the 2025 budget, which is the upcoming year, okay? It will be introduced and will be applicable from April 2025, which is the financial year 2025 and 26. Have a look.
I'm now announcing a comprehensive review of the Income Tax Act 1961. That within 6 months, we will have the tax code or the Income Tax Act. The purpose is to make the act concise, lucid, easy to read and understand.
What is direct tax code? Why this is being introduced and how it differs from income tax? I will explain all of this. So stay connected till the end of this video. Also, no matter what I say. All the students must be very worried right now. They must be considering whether to study income tax or not, and which one of the tax will be there in the exam. So first, I will resolve all the problems of the students. Then I will tell you about the direct tax code. If you found relief after hearing my next line, children, then you'll have to leave a comment and you should like this video. Don't leave our channel without doing these things. I would like to tell you that the Direct Tax Code 2025 will be applicable for any exam conducted on or after 2026. The Direct Tax Code takes effect for exams after April 2026 until March 2026. For all the exams, only the Income Tax Act will be applicable. Right? Until March 2026, the Income Tax Act will be coming up in the exams. I hope the students are not worried anymore. Now, let's understand the Direct Tax Code. Our Income Tax Act has become very old. And many things are redundant in today's time. And this income tax law is very long and equally complex. Because there are so many exemptions and so many deductions, multiple tax rates and special tax rates as well. And it has been observed that many people do not comply with income tax. Because they will have to pay tax. That's not true at all. People want to pay taxes, but this complex income tax is not understood by many. And that is why they think that it's better to stay away from it. So, through the Direct Tax Code, the government aims to simplify and revise the old tax law. Well, the government launched GST, claiming it to be the most simplified tax. Right? And in fact, some BJP leaders called it the goods and simple tax. But you all know how simplified it is. Anyways, I will not comment on it. So moving forward, Direct Tax Code is being introduced to replace the Income Tax Act. This was announced a few days ago by none other than our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. The first draft of the Direct Tax Code was prepared much earlier, way back in 2009, and was introduced in Parliament in 2010. And that is why you'll see 2010 written out as it appears in the draft of the Direct Tax Code. However, the code that is going to come is labeled as Direct Tax Code 2025 only, which is also the final draft. If you want the last draft of the Direct Tax Code in PDF format, then click on the link given in the description box and the PDF of the Direct Tax Code will be sent to your WhatsApp. Since the year 2010, certain feedbacks were being collected from all the stakeholders and now the final draft will be ready in the next 6 months. While income tax and the Direct Tax Code have many similarities, but we are only concerned about differences. So let us talk about the key differences between these two taxes. So, as per the Income Tax Act, what was your residential status? ROR meaning resident and ordinarily resident, RNOR meaning resident but not ordinarily resident, or NR which is non-resident. But under the Direct Tax Code, you can only be classified as either a resident or a non-resident. Understood? And the most awesome thing, the concept of previous year and assessment year will be removed. Now there won't be anything like that. It would be only one. Financial year. Probably your capital gain will become a part of your normal income. And if that happens, then obviously the tax rate will be higher, right? Currently, there are 5 heads of income in the Income Tax Act. The direct tax code will have the same, but the 2 heads of income's names will be changed. Okay, now, here are the names. Income from salary will now be called as employment income, and the income from other sources would be called as income from residual sources. Chances are that the surcharge would be removed, but there is no reason to be happy about it. In fact, the government will introduce a new, very high tax rate for the elite class, right? Let me also share some good news, which is for students of CS and CMA, but not for CA. Tax audits, which could be only done by chartered accountants until today, can be changed. Nothing is certain right now, but there is a possibility that tax audits can now be conducted by CAs, CSAs, and CMAs. Please share in the comments section how happy the CS and CMA students are. The existing Income Tax Act has 298 sections and several subsections, clauses, subclauses, and moreover 14 schedules. The direct tax code will remove all clauses and subclauses. No hassle at all. It will have only 319 sections and 22 schedules. It's a step towards clarifying the law because too many clauses and subclauses makes the law complex, leading to many false interpretations. Lawsuit and false case filing scope is also expected to decrease. Since the direct tax code is drafted in a very simple and lucid manner, although I won't discuss simplicity much, we were told GST was the most simplified law, but it turned out otherwise. I'm just conveying what the government has said, which is that it would be drafted in the most simplest and clearest manner. Alright? Basically, the draft is straightforward with clear language, and this draft says that TCS and TDS will be deducted from salaries. Okay? TDS will be deducted prominently now. The threshold of TDS will be increased and the rate will be reduced slightly. All exemptions and deductions will be abolished. As of today, approximately 1% of people pay income tax. You may think that more ITRs are filed. Yes, they are. But in this case, they file an ITR only to claim a refund of the TDS that has been deducted. Understood? About 1% of people pay income tax. And the government wants this to be approximately 7.5%. People should pay it. And this will happen with the arrival of the direct tax code. However, the government is increasing the scope of tax collection, but on the income of political parties. It will remain exempted from the direct tax code, meaning they will not pay that. Right? Moreover, the domestic and foreign companies will have the same tax rate, eliminating existing differences in corporate tax rates. Most importantly, the tax of salaried employees will be significantly reduced with its implementation. Because salaried employees have always had trouble from the beginning. All our income is shown in the number 1 category and we pay all the taxes. Businessmen earn more than us, but they pay very little tax. Salaried employees will receive separate benefits from the government with their taxes decreasing. Well, salaried employees, the ball is in your court. That would be all in the direct tax code for now. Let me know in the comments section that what changes according to you should be done in the direct tax code. If you enjoyed watching the video, then please like it. And you won't lose anything by liking it, but it gives us a lot of motivation. And as they say that knowledge should be spread, so share this video with others and update them in real time about what they are going to see in the upcoming reforms and changes in tax and law in the country. Bye everyone, see you in the next video.